Are you ready to unlock the secrets of a pro and transform your financial habits? Today we have insider knowledge that will turn your financial future around and make your dreams come true. So grab your notepads because each tip will get you closer to making your wallet happier and reaching your financial goals. Let's dive in and start saving like a pro. Welcome back, money makers. We're starting off this list to saving more money by eliminating unnecessary expenses. This means that you will have to scrutinize everything that you spend. I mean, exactly how much you spend, where you spent it, and have a rationale possibly regarding why you spent the said money. This may also make you more aware of the things that you're spending and possibly motivate you to cancel some of the subscriptions that you may have that are unnecessary. It will also make you look at how you're spending your money to ensure that the way you're spending your money is smart and that you're only buying those things that you need to buy at this time. So you want to be able to eliminate as much unnecessary expenses as possible. This may also require that you take a look at the types of services that you have and renegotiating those contracts. For example, you may have to take a look at how you're spending your money for your cell phone bill and look and see what are some of the viable options that are available to you and get a cheaper plan. It may also take a look at your insurance, your car insurance, all the insurances actually that you have, and take a look at other solutions that could possibly provide you with equal amount of service for the same amount of money or slightly less. It may also have you looking at your cable bill, see if there are other types of cable services. So again, you want to eliminate those expenses, and it's fairly easy to do so once you get a cadence going. You want to create a budget. Creating a budget doesn't have to be bad. In fact, all it is a roadmap to your finances. Within creating a budget, you identify all the expenses that you have and all the income that you have. And it will give you a clear snapshot of where your monies are going. By doing so, you will also identify areas that you can cut back. It will make eliminating your unnecessary expenses a bit easier. It will also shed light on those other areas of your life that potentially need some tweaking and fine tuning for the sake of saving money like a pro. We know that right now the economy is bad and inflation is definitely at an all-time high. So wherever you can save is always a good thing. So when you create that budget, you just want to make sure that you're categorizing your spending to ensure that you have a good idea and a great understanding of everything that you are spending and where you're spending it. You want to also be able to track your spending. Now, there are many different ways that you can actually track your spending, but I personally think that using a spreadsheet is a great way. It's not formal, and it affords you the opportunity to document things as you think they should be documented. And it's inexpensive because you possibly have a spreadsheet software or you have access to a spreadsheet software and you don't have to incur any additional charges to use that. Also, you could always use a tracking tool. There are different types of budget tracking tools that are available to you as well. If you prefer one of those or an app, you can check your app store out and see if there are any apps there. But again, you want to use some type of tracking tool to ensure that you have easy access to it and you can document things as they become of importance. You want to also use cash instead of credit cards. I know that many of us in today's world, everything is a swipe. But what happens is normally when we are swiping, we are not holding ourselves accountable. And it's not until we've spent a significant amount of money that we recognize that, hey, I've overspent for this occasion or for this month. So I am encouraging you to get out your discretionary monies at the bank and actually use that because it keeps you aware of what you're spending. Now, you still will have to do the other things to make sure that you're tracking how you're spending. But if you're going to the bank and you're getting that money out, you're spending it, you're more aware of where you're spending that money. So you definitely want to use cash over cards. Not to mention, you don't incur the interest associated with using cards in the event that you don't pay it off in a timely manner. Automate your savings. Is huge also, because once you receive a check, it's a great likelihood that if you have that money available to you, you're going to use it. If you have those savings coming out automatically, there is not a desire to spend it. And in fact, out of sight, out of mind. You don't even really recognize it because you're so used to having that taken out of your account before you even gain access to your money. So use that, because it is definitely a mechanism to help you save like a pro. You want to also make sure that you're shopping smart. You want to make sure that you're taking a look at the best deals, the best offerings as it pertains to the things that you need. Even your necessities. I mean, you want to make sure that if by chance you can get those things at a cheaper rate, then you're getting them at a cheaper rate. That is the key here. You want to consider buying things from stores where you get bulk for the items that you use a lot, because that is essentially cheaper per unit. And also you want to look at alternative brands in comparison to the name brands that you're getting. Many of the off brands have the same type of offering, and sometimes the quality is just as good. So you want to definitely shop smart when you're spending your money. You want to also be very aware of your utility consumption. You want to be able to reduce your utility bills. That could come in many different ways. The number one way you can is only use electricity when you need it. If you're not in the room, turn off the light, turn off the TV, or turn off the blender. If you're not using it, you need to turn it off. And if it's something that you can plug up, you can unplug those items as well. You want to make sure that you don't have any types of leaks that could cause you to use more energy. You also want to make sure that you're purchasing energy efficient appliances and products. The final thing I will tell you about conserving or reducing your energy usage, you want to also use programmable thermostats that are in your home, and also monitor the peaks and flows of your energy consumption so you can better service your home at a much cheaper rate. Now, the next one is really going to make you somewhat upset, because many of us have a very tough time with this, and that is planning our meals at home. That's right, guys. Stop eating out as much. Put yourself on a serious, tight budget when it comes to eating out. You would be amazed. I guarantee you, if you take a look at your expenditures for the month, I can assure you that your eating out or dining out bill is probably in your top 3. So you want to reduce that significantly by cooking at home. You want to plan those meals for the week. You can also make a shopping list. And in fact, you should make a shopping list, because if you go to the store to get those things that you need to cook, if you don't have a list, you're going to start throwing things in the basket. And there's also a healthy component of this. If you're more aware of what you're cooking, there's a great likelihood that you're going to consume less fat and less calories, unless you're throwing those things in the cart. So you want to make that list, but definitely cook at home as much as possible and reduce your spending there. The next item would be invest in quality. Quality may sometimes be a bit higher or slightly higher, but if something that you use often or you're going to use often, then you definitely want to invest in quality so you don't have to replace that item very soon or within a short period of time. You could have that one product and keep it for many, many years. For instance, like a laptop. If you know that you are going to get a laptop that has a great reputation that you can keep for a number of years, versus something that's probably lower in cost and lower in quality, and you have to replace it every couple of months. So you want to make sure that you're securing or you're spending a little for quality, because it's going to save you more over the long term. Last on the list is set financial goals. Be aware of where it is that you're trying to go, what you're trying to achieve from a financial standpoint. Write it down, take a picture of it, put it on sticky as a constant reminder that you are working towards something. And you continue to work extremely hard to get that. As you're writing your financial goal or goals down, make sure that you're identifying exactly what that goal is. If it's a dollar amount, then put the dollar amount. If it's a major trip, say the major trip. If it's to purchase a home, whatever it is, write it down. And if there are several different goals that you have, make sure that as you write them down, they're somewhere visible as a constant reminder of what it is that you're working on. Okay, guys, so I have given you 10 different ways that you could actually save like a pro. If there are other things that you have come across that is very helpful, let me know. Place it in the comments. I'm sure that others would greatly benefit from your insight. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.